Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, my name is Bongani, and this is my partner, Andres. So I'm coming from Danun Primary School. I'm the principal there. I started there last year in April 1st. The school was started in 2007, so it's about 8 years this year. Yeah, when I came there last year, I took up from the retired principal, and all the members of the staff arrived there being permanent, and I was the only person who came from outside. Then you will understand the pressure of a new person who's coming from outside, from a full normal staff, you understand. So as I came there, as I have said that the school started in 2007, it has an enrollment of about 500 kids by then, and there were about 8 educators who were serving the whole school. But now the learners are 1,410, and then with the staff of about 36 educators, including myself. Yeah, I experienced difficulties at school the beginning of April up until I went to the first meeting of this partnership. Partners for Possibilities, where I met with Mr. Andre. And Mr. Andre did ask me, what is your vision about the school? What can you say? What do you want to achieve? You understand? Then we sat and I started by telling him all my challenges that I'm facing at school. You understand? The challenges of not having the support from the school management team, the school governing body, and the entire staff, because I was a new person there. But he told me that we need to improve the conditions of working there, because this whole thing is going to affect the performance of the learners. So you need, as a leader, to set up your goals so that you can achieve something. So we sat with Andre and do our action plan on how I'm going to implement at school. We set our goals whereby I said to him that I need the school to improve the result, because when I analyzed the results of the school, I found out the numeracy and literacy results were very low. It was because of the infights that were happening at school, because the children were suffering, cannot get the academic work properly. So when we discussed with Andre, he said that you need to improve and motivate the staff. And I told him, how? Because these people don't accept me there. You understand? So it was so difficult for me, but he kept on saying to me, no, you need to be strong, because at the ultimate end you will achieve, and you are the principal there, you've been employed, and you are permanent. So you need to set your foot down. You understand? So another thing was to expose learners to various kinds of support and cultural activities, build parent and community involvement. Those are one other, that is one other area that I experienced difficult, because I found out the parents there, about 80% of those parents are still the children who are at high school, you understand? So when I called the parents meeting, I said, these people who are in the parents meeting, the house was so full, but I could say, no, these are the kids, man. But the people were saying that, no, their children are doing grade 1s and grade R's and grade 2s here at school, you understand? So I couldn't get a tangible debate with them, you understand? They were just arguing as children, you understand? So that's one other difficult that I experienced. Only about 20% of the normal parents and the kids who have got both parents at school who we can engage properly. Yeah, one other thing, there was no safe environment, because the school is built of what do we call those?
Temporary classrooms.
Yeah, temporary classrooms, you understand? Yeah, so it's not a proper structure. So children can go out and come in as it pleases. So that's what the problem that I was facing. I just been reminded by the presentation before me. Yeah, and then I had to come with my plan as well. I had to go for trainings, and I attended I was attending at UWC, and I graduated an honors degree in leadership and management, because I wanted to come back at school with at least some information that I can use to organize the school. Yeah, so I also do my personal plan and set time frames and the management criteria. But the reality strikes then, because major issues came out. Like I had when I came there, the deputy principal has disputed the position. So I had to undergo that in fight, you understand? So that was the major challenge I had, because whatever I initiated, the deputy principal go to sabotage it, you understand? And then unacceptable high staff absenteeism. So the educators, they had a tendency not to come to school, and they planned the absenteeism, you understand? Whereby they would say, okay, like I'm having 7 grade 1s, they would say 5 of grade 1 educators must not be at school. They would SMS each other and tell her, no, I'm not attending tomorrow. And they will do that about a week. Look how children are suffering by then, you understand? Yeah, so it was a bit of a stress to me. And low staff morale, they don't have, their self-esteem was so low, you understand? Unsafe environmental conditions at school and dysfunctional school, actually, yeah, because our results were too bad, you understand? Then when I came back to say to them, no, guys, let us go to basics. I started with giving them their job descriptions, and I came with the South African Schools Act that would conscientize them of the reason why they have to be at school, with the help of my partner, Andres. Then we tackled the obstacles. Most fortunately, there was a position of a principalship in Gansbaai. Recommended my deputy principal to the IMG so that he can just move so that I can start implementing all my things. Fortunately, he got the position and he left. Then, when we went to, the new governing bodies were elected this year, and then we went for policy review. Then on that policy review, I use it as my platform to say that really I'm there to stay and I want to make a change at that school. And I opened the session up. It was a weekend session. Everybody now was participating. We started with the vision, actually. Vision and mission and values. Yeah, and then we get to the constitution, and then we get to the code of conduct of learners. And I've already organized the code of conduct for SACE. That reflects to educators. Then we deliberated on that, and they could see now why they are at school and how much important for them to be at school every day. So I emphasize on that. And then we engineered and transferred for the problem members of the management team. And the members of the management, like they didn't even have their job descriptions. They didn't know what to do at school, you understand? They were just at school, and after hours, they just go home, you understand? Then I gave them their job descriptions, and I assigned the duties to them, and I asked them to do their duty list, you understand? Those duties that are not in the PEM document, they wrote, and then they brought to me, and I let them sign so that they will perform it, because they have agreed that they are going to do these duties, you understand? Now it was starting off a turnaround strategy. So we organized for the closing of gates of the school so that learners cannot come and go wherever they go. Then I assigned the person, the foreman, to stay at the gate to take the notes of the people that are coming in to school. There we repair some classes because they have broken doors and broken windows. All those repairs were done at school. Then back to our goals, being more realistic. You know, hence I've indicated that our literacy and numeracy results were so low. Then with the program that was initiated by Mr. Andre, he asked me to go to Sopagama, the other neighboring school that was having a very good program in terms of bridging the learners that are coming from grade 3 to grade 4, because in grade 1, 2, and 3, they are being taught in IsiXhosa. When they get to grade 4, they start being taught in English in all their learning areas except for IsiXhosa. Then it was a very big a transition period for them, you understand? So Mr. Andre advised me of this literacy program that was happening at Sopagam. Then I attended the program. When I came back, I took the other educator that was doing Litname School, who is coordinating Litname School. That lady did saw the program, and she saw that it was going to help us at school a lot, because it was going to bridge those learners from grade 3 to grade 4. And then when they grade to grade 7, at least they will be having a very good vocabulary in terms of understanding what is being taught in English. As a result, our results for grade 7 have improved now that we came to introduce all those programs, from 48% to 68%. And in English, and then in numeracy they grew up from 40 to 70%. And most fortunately, we have got another lady who is also assisting us from Lowback Ridge Primary School, who is doing mathematics with grade 7. So I invited her to come to school, so that at least when our kids get to high school, they must have more than enough information. And then the learners and staff as well were so motivated. The attendance of educators came from 58 to 92%, 92.3%. You understand? That was the statistics as of last Friday, because last week we had a whole school evaluation program. So they could see that there are changes that have happened. And they could detect that the school was dysfunctional for some months. It has just started this year to be in operation, good operation. Yeah, and then learners also were motivated. We had a grade 7 farewell last Friday, and we were in farewell, and learners were so happy and enjoying the fact that they are going to move out. Then on our vision and mission statement, we set the values, discipline, respect, and those values are being communicated on daily basis and on assembly and even in parents' meeting. You understand? So that at least the behavior of learners could change. Yeah. Then we as well introduce sport at school. Yeah, sport and cultural events. So learners are playing netball, soccer, athletics. They went to athletics and they went to music competition. And then their parents now are starting to see that their learners are doing something. They are coming on board to join us. Then the attendance of parents, we had a budget parents meeting. So the attendance was about 80 parents, you understand, both males and females. You know, there were about 80, let alone about those little ones. I'm talking about the real parents. Yeah, so there were about 80 out of the whole school. Yeah, and now they could see out of those values we have instilled to their children that at least the school is turning to another direction now. Then here is our partner, Mr. Makubalo, is myself, Mr. Makubalo, the principal of Sopagama, and the gentleman from ROX, and my partner, Andre. So Mr. Makubalo is the one that I took this program from, the program that helped our children to bridge from grade 3 to grade 4. Now that the school has been enclosed now and the gates are locked, and we can experience a safe and a functional and comfortable school environment. So here is the picture of the classrooms that we have at school currently, and then we're having a new school that is being built. At least we have a hope that we're going to be moving to a new structure. This is just a rough environment of our school, how the grounds are like, you understand? Yeah. Then much more to do. So the plans, including the teachers. At school, we don't have a computer lab. So educators, we are working only on 3 computers at the office. So when we are going to do the report forms, they have to chew to the office and wait, punch their marks, and then go, and then come others, punch their marks. So we are looking forward at the new school to get maybe a computer lab whereby educators can be taught how to use the computer so that they can be able to go and punch the marks for themselves. Then as well, the learners will be introducing various programs like Chemi Maths, and that English program that we have took from Sopagama need to be included at the computer lab so that learners can get to get the skill on how to use the computer. Then in my plan as well, so the skills I've developed myself in terms of attending the trainings for monitoring and mentoring, so that I can be able as well to share the best practice with my colleagues at school. Thank you.
I just like to say, I don't know how many of you know where Dunedin is? You all know. Sort of travel along the N7, you find an informal settlement on your left. And the school is right in the middle of it. And when I arrived there, I was looking for the jungle gym to paint. And, you know, the sort of proverbial low-hanging fruit. And I just met Bongani and a mountain to climb. And you can see how he's done it. And I think, you know, it's been a phenomenal revelation to me, because all I really did was listen to Bongani, because he actually knows all the answers. He just needs a cool head and focus, because everything was really against him. He couldn't go on some of our training programs because he couldn't afford to spend the time out of the office, because his plans might change completely in the time that he was absent. And it was very hard for me in the beginning to find a way of helping him, but in the end I just listened to him and he figured it out himself. Thank you.